Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rohit and this is the 16th session of the real-time catalog item training. In these sessions, we'll basically talk about these two category and subcategory. So previously we created a choice called impact and urgency, but this time we'll create a category and subcategory, these two choice fields, and we'll prove that how we can, or we'll show you that how we can create the dependency choice. So very first thing, if you go back to the incident table and open any of this incident, in the incident table you have a category and subcategory and they are dependent. Let's see that if you select the inquiry and help, you can be able to select antivirus, but if you select software and in that time you can select the email. So this is a kind of dependency choice. Whenever you select something, you need to category, you need to select the subcategory based on that. So if you select hardware, related hardware subcategory is coming. So this is the first implementation we are going to do in our record producer, so that you know that how we can create the dependency choice in our catalog item. Second implementation we are going to do that, we are going to implement that MRVS, multi-row variable set. So these things we will create that MRVS in this session. So these two things we will cover as part of these sessions. First is the dependency choice we are going to create, and secondly we are going to create the MRVS variable set. So very first thing, let's go and create a MRVS thing. So if you see here, we are going to create one MRVS in top of this short description, so that we can select that the which system the issue is happening. So very first thing, to create the multi-row variable set, first we have to type the variable set. And once you open this variable set, you can create a new variable set. So MRVS is nothing but a variable set. Previously, in our previous session, we talked about the single row variable set. In this section, we'll talk about the multi-row variable set. So once we select the multi-row variable set, like that single row, it asking that title. So we'll say the system. Okay. And then automatically the intended name should be populated. That's fine. And now we will select that nothing else, we just save that. So this is the multi-row variable set, and in this variable set we are going to create three variables as per our requirement. The first is the name, second is the URL, and third is the status. So let's do that. So first we'll say that name, or maybe system name, something like that. And this is just for your example. So if you want to do anything, you can do that. So this will be mandatory, and we will save that. So system name, so that's the one variable, second is the URL, and third is the status. So let's do that. Second will be URL, type will be URL, and then I will create that the name is system URL, something like that. Order will be 200, and I'll uncheck the mandatory and save the insert and stay. Third, they are asking that status, so we'll create a field called status. So let's do that. I just want to show that how the multi-row variable set is work. So this is the status, and in this status we will going to put the order equal to 300, and we will say that select box and simple mandatory insert and stay. And in this status we'll create multiple choices, so we will quickly create the choice. So in this status we will create the choice. On the bottom of this, first is that not opening, not working, some user impact, major impact, something like that. So this is for example, okay. And then I will major impact. and in this type specification I will include none and save that. So this variable set is created. Now we will attach to this variable set to our catalog item. So for that, what I'll do, this variable, this is my catalog item. Here I will attach off, so it will be between 500. It will be 500. So I'll attach that system multi-row variable set here. So we'll say the system, and here we'll just save that. And in between, I can change that order equal to 500. Now let's refresh my catalog item and see how it looks like that right now. So you can see after this impact and urgency, there is a one field called system, and then here I can add multiple values. So let's say I'll add the system is ABC, and then system is that major impact and add. So this is the one record I have added. I can add couple of record the way I am want. So BCX, and then the URL is something like that. And here I can put the status is not working, something like that. So we can keep so this is not the valid URL, so you can see that you can keep adding that variables, I mean keep adding that. So that is the benefit of the multi-row variable set. So we'll work on that, how or what is the benefits or what we can get that. So okay, with this one we'll do that later. But if you see here, by this system name we want to create the child incident. Whenever the incident will be created, there will be a impacted services or CI, right? So in these impacted services, we want to add all these, as impacted services. Okay, we want to add multiple variables as impacted services. For that, what I'll do, I will change a little bit here. So first, I will go back to the variable set, and then I will point to this system equal to CMDB CI reference field. I'll make this as a reference field. Here, instead of single line text, I will say that reference, okay, and these will be CMDB CI configuration item. And simple save that. So what is the next requirement is that whenever you added that multiple items, so you are adding the multiple item, whenever you submit that in your incident, I want to add all this as a impacted service. I want to add all this as a impacted service. Whatever system you will set, that all this system name will be added to in your as a impacted services. Let's do that. So let's say I will add that here the impacted services is something like this one, this CI and the status or something like that. This CI name should be automatically added to the related list of the impacted services. So how many, whatever is that the value will be, everything should be in our incident related list. Okay. So to do that, first I'll go back to the again system here. So the backend name is the system, right? And I'll open this that record producer one more time. First, I want to see that how the data is representing in your backend, okay? And then after that, I can start coding. So here, I'll just put the gs.info, and here I will say that Variabeset or MRVS, and then here JSON dot stringify, and inside that I will say that producer dot this variable set name. Let's just remove this part at that moment. So I will remove this part, and what I'll do basically, I will remove this part and copy this one, and let's say declare a variable called var system equal to, this is the my name, and var system length equal to system dot length. and these two I will populate here. First system length I will populate, and then after that I will populate the system. So let's first see how our how it will be return you the JSON structure. So before I am just doing that coding, I just want to show you that how the JSON structure is looks like that. Let me refresh that one more time and raise the request and see how it is or what is happening. So I will select the system here, and then I'll select two system at that moment, and the length should be 2. So let's see, I will select this one and not working, and I will select one more here and something like that, and just simply order that. Now if I go to the logs, I should be able to see one record. So if I search with MRVS, I can see that I get a record like that, but first array I get null comma null. What I put in this first called system length. So I will do the JSON dot parse here first, and then I will do a length. Okay, so what I'll do, let's see the var system JSON, something like that, and then I will cut this part here and paste and try to find out the length. Okay, so let's raise one more time, and I just want to, if you see the JSON structure, the first time we don't get the we get the null none, but it is showing showing as an array. In this first array, it have, you know, the first key, and it's have a system, and then again the system, something like that. So we'll raise one more time and see. Now you can see I get that MRVS is 2, and then it is returning me the data. So in a JSON format, what I have to do here, I have to run the for loop. So what I'll do, for where I equal to 0 and I less than the system length, I plus plus, and here what I'll do, where gr equal to new glide record, and here what we'll do, in this incident table we are going to query, or we are going to insert the task CMDBCI table, and here gr dot initialize. Okay, and gr dot copy query, and add here gr dot task equal to nothing but our case is the system JSON dot I dot system underscore name, and then gr dot configuration item, or the CMDBCI show matching copy query, and going back, paste here. So CMDBCI services will be this one, and here current dot sys underscore id, like that, and gr dot insert. So it will be something like that. Okay, so let's save and try, and before that I will put a log into this log. So gs.info MRVS line 14 plus, this is the one I just want to see that every value, that the value we are expecting is correct or not, plus also I want to see the current dot sysid also coming properly or not, something like that. So let's save and let's refresh one more time and see everything is working fine or not. So here I will select that two services, and two services I have selected. We'll put some short description and submit the incident. So once we search the incident and first see the logs, what we get these two logs as per expected. Um, right, so let's go back to our incident and search the incident and see what is created. So this incident, we don't select that impact and urgency. So by default, it takes that impact and urgency. And if I search here in the bottom, you can see the impacted services that we have selected. This IBM, A&E IBM and Asset IBM that we have selected. So Asset IBM and A&E IBM, these two selected. So that's how we can create the multi-row variable set, and using the multi-row variable set, we can write some script, and using the script we can populate some of the values. So basically it's returned in a JSON format. So this is the actually in a JSON format we are getting. We are looping through the complete JSON, and after that we are inserting to our backend. Now we'll talk about that how we can create the choice. Now we are going to create two variables. One is the category, another is the subcategory. Category will be a choice field, which is the incident category. If you see here, incident category, and subcategory will be a dependent. So basically, subcategory, whenever you select the category, based on that, subcategory will be available. So let's do that. So for that, what I'll do, I'll create two variables. So we have a variable called 300, and then we can create two more variables called 400 and 500. So we are going to create two variables here. The first variable I'm going to create here called lookup, and here we'll say that category, and the name will be automatically populated. Here I'll select that lookup choice. Table will be the sys underscore choice table, and the lookup field will be the label, and then we have to put that reference qualifier, so that I will also select the include none, and then reference qualifier we have to put that. So for the reference qualifier, I'll go and click the show choice list, and this is if I check that and type the incident here. So for incident, these are the category available. So I'll copy query this and simply paste here JavaScript, and colon here I'll put that complete name. So I'll just remove this part and submit that. So let's refresh that and see our first category variables are available or not. So if I refresh here, the category fields are available, although it's showing as a something different. So we have to go back to that. The type we have selected actually lookup multiple choice, but it should be lookup select box. So I will change to that lookup select box instead of lookup multiple choice. It will be lookup select box. Okay, and the order will be 400, and I'll simply save that. So these will be my first choice. Now I am going to create one more choice on the 500 called the name will be subcategory. Okay, so for that what I'll do, I will remove that and then say that subcategory. Okay, and then I will insert and simply stay and right click, show choice. It is subcategory, table is the incident. Now if you see here, we have a field called dependent value. If I add that here, dependent value, because if you see we have a subcategory 19, but only it is showing based on the dependent value. So if you select inquiry, the first drop down, so if I refresh here and if you see the inquiry, for inquiry these are the choice will be available. For others, this is dependent on previous value. Okay, so if you select hardware, these are the choice, the previous value is the hardware, these are the choice value will be visible. So that's how it is backend it is defined. So let's refresh that and we should be able to see one more, I mean two variables. One is the category. So if you select database, it will be show like that, and I something like this. So what I have to do, I have to copy this query, and here in the subcategory type specification, I have to put this one as a here, and I'll remove that one. And inside the dependent value, it should not be hard coded. It should be come from previous previous variables value. So I'll select that current dot category. So it means that so element will be subcategory name started to incident dependent value equal to current. I mean this in this drop down whatever value. If I select database related subcategory should be bring up. Let's first save and see what is happening. So I'll just save, and it will be not work. I'll just show you that why. I'll just refresh that. Once I select the category equal to database, the database related category should be available, but it is showing none, because when I select the database relate this value, database value did not pass to the subcategory. For that, what we have to do? We have to do the reference qual elements. This as an attribute. So we have to pass this one, and here we have to pass this variable's name, so that whenever the category variables value will be changes, these variable the subcategory will be refreshed, and then reference qualifier will be refreshed. Now let's, so we have to type the current dot variables dot category. So this should be something like that. Now I'll simply refresh that, and let's say category equal to database, and database related category is showing. If we select that hardware related category is showing. If we select software, and then software related category is showing. So that's how you can create the dependency. Now if I select here and we'll select some description and submit, let's first see what is happening. So it's created an incident. Let's see that incident first. If we start share incident number and see that category and subcategory mapped or not first. We selected as a category equal to software and subcategory equal to operating system. So software, but operating system, this value is not mapped because this backend name is a subcategory, and in our case, this name is not exactly matches with this one. So we need to be, instead of sub underscore category, we need to put that category equal to, I mean, either we can map or we can, change the value name. So we'll select that map value here, and we'll select, instead of subcategory, it will be changed that if I select the subcategory, the value name changes, and if we raise the request one more time, it should work as per expected. So let's select the impact is high, urgency is high, category equal to software and email, and then this is the my short description. And if we search with this incident, I should get the proper result with all value mapping. So category is software, subcategory is email, and priority is and impact and urgency is high. So priority is critical. The short description is coming up. Everything is pretty much mapped. Next day we'll talk about the catalog data lookup. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day.